Well, now we're pleased to welcome to After Hours the player who gives the Canucks perhaps the best 1-2 punch at center in the league. Ryan Kesler doesn't really hate Canadians, otherwise he wouldn't have agreed to come on the program. So there, didn't take too long to get to that, did it?
No, not at all.
We're going to talk some more about the Olympics and other current issues in a moment. But first, let's get really current and give me your take on the Sedin magic that we saw tonight. And did you feel bad about scoring and Henrik wasn't in on it?
Yeah, I kind of wanted to give him the puck on the bench, but those two, they're special players, and they played great tonight. They showed the whole league why, you know, Hank should be the MVP and why hopefully he gets the scoring title.
Brian, we talk about a game like that doesn't mean anything in moving in the standings, but how much did it mean to the teammates to try to everybody chip in and do their part to try to get Henrik that opportunity?
Yeah,
we saw Kevin Bieksa when he scored. He was upset
that's
too.
What we've been trying to do the last couple games is help him out as much as possible. Obviously, no one wanted to shoot unless he touched the puck. So
we noticed that a lot.
He played well. That line played well for us tonight. It was a good game for him.
He's got a 3-point lead now when Ovechkin plays against Boston tomorrow. Do you think it's going to be enough to win the Art Ross?
Yeah, hopefully Boston shuts them down tomorrow. And
well, they're a pretty good defensive team.
Yeah, so hopefully he can get it. It'll be good for him and good for the organization.
Ryan, the Canucks, for the most part during your time here, have had good regular season performances, usually around 100 points, but never got past the second round. Why do you think you can go all the way this year?
Just a good group of guys, good character guys. You know, I think this is the best offensive group I've had here, goal scoring wise, since I've been here. So we have one of the best goalies in the league, a good defensive crop, and you know, like you said, we have 3 good scoring lines and a great energy line.
Yeah, do you not feel better prepared going into a long series knowing that it's not just one line that needs to score? You had 6 20-goal scores. First time that's happened in 18 years. So does that give you guys a different a look out there and harder for matchups for your opponents?
Yeah, hopefully it's tough for the other team to match up against not just Hank's line, but the rest of our lines. You know, we want to not put all the pressure on their line. We want to take the pressure off by having 3 lines, 4 lines going and really generating that way.
You came into the league as a checking or defensive center. Now you're an offensive player. You can say what you want about Matt Sundin's short time in Vancouver. And one of the things people say about his stay here is that he helped turn you into a point producer. What was the Sundin effect on you?
He really brought my game to the next level. I have a lot to thank him for. You know, when he came on, he kind of pushed me down to the 3rd line role, and I was with Burr and Bernier, and then they put me on wing with him, and we just had chemistry, and he really taught me how to be a pro every day, come to the rink and get better, and I can't thank him enough.
Here's a question from one of the fans. Now I've just gone away from it, but I'm going to find it. Oh, here it is. From Tim in Penticton, BC. Before a game, what songs do you use to get pumped up?
Songs.
That wasn't the one I was going to ask you, but
you're not singing, I hope.
What music?
The one I like during warm-up is the one we come out to, Jay-Z public service announcement. But
you know the words?
Yeah, I'm not going to sing it though.
Let's hear a few.
I don't want to embarrass myself like that.
You almost had it too.
I sound good in my head, but
we did this to Rob Blake one night. We got him to read the lyrics to a rap song, a hip-hop song, and nothing sounds worse than just reading the lyrics. So we'll give you a pass on that.
Thank you.
Anything else besides Jay-Z?
Nickelback. You know, we like hip-hop and techno before the game to get into it, and it's partly probably to do with me.
Brian, we talked about the individual accomplishment of trying to get Henrik the Art Ross. There's been a lot of talk of the year, despite a career year offensively for you, a talk of a Selke. You know, how much does the pride of doing that role, being both offensively gifted but also do your role defensively, do you take into games, and would that be something that obviously would be icing on a cake of a great year?
Yeah, it would be. You know, it's a fine line, offense and defensive. You can't push too much, and you can't sit back too much, because they look for my line to produce offense too. So it's something I've always taken pride in, and you know, the points were coming this year, and I didn't try to stray away from that defensive game too much.
Ryan, here's a quote I read about you on a blog, and it is this: I hate Ryan Kesler. He plays with malice in his heart, but damn, I'd love to have him on my team, end quote. So, you know, it's no secret that other players do hate you. Jesse Boulerice tried to take your head off, and Chris Pronger, I think, tried to amputate your leg below the knee. How much pride do you take in the fact that other players hate playing against you?
I don't know if it's a pride thing. I try to go out and play the same way every night, and obviously I get under some players' skin more than other, and that's one incident with Boulerice. Me and him were going at it all game, and I got under his skin. That's a young Ryan Kesler right there.
And the Pronger episode.
Yeah, we go at it every game that we see each other. He's in the East now, but he's a tough guy to play against, and I just try to hit him whenever possible, and yeah, get under his skin that way.
Yeah.
How much do you look forward to playoff battles then? I mean, that's really when it starts to take full. You're playing the same team night in and night out. How much does that take hold of you?
It's something that's, I guess, in my repertoire. I have to do it. I have to get under guys' skin to be effective, and you know, if I get away from that, then I'm not playing my game.
So you don't like those NHLPA golf tournaments where you guys intermingle?
You know what?
You don't want to get to know anybody and like anybody.
You know what? I have good friends off the ice. You know, the U.S. Olympic team that I was on. Obviously, I still talk to a lot of those guys. But the one thing is, when I step on the ice, I can't be friends with them. Then I wouldn't play my game then. And it's really one of those things where I have to not hate them, but have a lot of respect for him, that I give him no room out there.
Which brings us to I hate Canadians. Did you have any trouble getting a table in a restaurant after you said that here in Vancouver during the Olympics?
I don't hate Canadians. Which one am I looking at?
Yeah, you're over on that one.
No, it was a very emotional tournament, and you know, obviously it's a big rivalry, and we're not fond for one another, but it was a good game, probably the best game I'll ever be a part of, and you know, I'm very happy for the experience, and the people of Vancouver treated my family very well when they were here, and I had a lot of relatives, and you know, I'd like to thank everybody for that.
Yeah, well, on this topic of hate, you play with an edge. Is it not fair to say that you almost work yourself up into a state of hate for every team you play against? And there's nothing wrong with that if that's what it takes to win.
You have to.
I don't know if
witness tonight, little exchange with Jerome McGinley.
But like I said, it's my style of game, and if I'm not playing that way, then I'm not being effective. It's something that I have to do for my teammates, and it's almost a more of a respect thing, and for my game, I have to play hard, and I have to be hard to play against.
Well, of course, there's the obvious question. Who do you hate the most in the NHL?
No comment. You're going to get me to say something.
You don't want to start anything going into the playoffs.
It's almost 2 months since the Olympic final. Does silver feel any better now than it did moments after the medal presentations?
Yeah. As you can see with most of the pictures out there, I wasn't too happy at the time, but as time passed, I'm pretty proud of myself and my teammates for what we accomplished, and you know, it's something pretty special. It's not every day you win a silver medal, and I'm sure as time goes on, I'm going to appreciate it even more.
What did you learn about playing under pressure, but from being in that circumstance? I mean, it's like being in overtime every game, seemingly. What did you learn and take from that?
You know, I think you got to just play in the moment. You can't think ahead, and you can't sit back and wait. You got to go and take it, and that was the biggest thing with our team. We didn't give anybody too much respect. We went out and tried to take it from them. We didn't sit back, and we left it all on the ice, and obviously Canada got us in the end, but we left everything out there, and I'm proud of the group that we had.
Ryan, a few moments ago we showed you taking that vicious shot to the head from Jesse Boulderies, but we should also point out that you deal out a few shots as well. Last week, 5 in a game for a hit we're going to see now on Derek Morris, and more than a few people thought that Morris invited the hit by turning his back at the last second. But I'm interested in your mindset here. What are you thinking, given the sensitivity to hits from behind?
I'm thinking he sees me, and he's going to give me a cold shoulder, which is, you know, not look and kind of just put his shoulder into me. So I'm expecting that, and I know he knows I'm coming. So